In the world of Dragon Ball, survival is not a given right. It is a prize claimed by force. The seventh universe faces the worst crisis in its history. Just hours before the Tournament of Power begins, Majin Buu has fallen into a deep slumber. The absence of a single fighter means the absolute erasure of the entire universe. At Capsule Corp, the atmosphere is extremely tense. Beerus is holding his head in a state of panic and hysteria. Vegeta stands with his arms crossed, veins popping on his forehead from anger. Goku looks down at the ground with a rare seriousness. Idiot! How can he sleep at a time like this? Zeno-sama will erase us all with a single touch. Find another fighter, right now! I thought about Frieza, but his power alone might not be enough to face the monsters of the other universes. We need power. A brutal, merciless power. Whis smiles his usual calm smile, but his eyes carry an unfamiliar, cunning look. If you are looking for a brutal, merciless power, then I believe I have the perfect candidate. A fighter I've been keeping as a special guest in my angelic dimension. A special guest? Who are you talking about, Whis? Space tears open to reveal a glowing blue portal. Goku, Vegeta, and Beerus suddenly find themselves inside a dark, angelic dimension. Right in the middle sits Goku Black on the ground, bound by chains of blue angelic light. His head is hanging down, as if he is unconscious. Vegeta's eyes widen in shock, and he instantly transforms into Super Saiyan Blue out of sheer rage. You! How? Beerus steps back in pure terror, stuttering in utter disbelief. Impossible! This entity, didn't Zeno-sama erase that entire timeline? How did he survive absolute erasure and sit before us now? Nothingness is the inevitable end for anything Zeno-sama touches, Beerus. However, a miracle occurred at the breaking point. Whis walks slowly around the chained Black. When that fused entity was split in the future, the divine balance shattered. Zamasu's immortal half swallowed the sky, so absolute erasure was his fate. As for this mortal body, in the final fraction of a second before the void consumed him, the time ring on his finger sensed the energy of absolute annihilation. Whis stops and looks directly at the faded ring on Black's hand. In a desperate move to save its bearer, the ring drained every drop of its divine energy in a single flash, tearing the fabric of space-time and hurling this body beyond the boundaries of erasure. The ring is now just a dead piece of metal, and this entity fell before me in the void like a lifeless corpse taking its final breaths. Instead of letting him fade away, I picked up this time sin and bound him here in my dimension, where no one can see him and he exists in no universal records. Beerus turns to Whis, veins popping on his head, out of breath and furious. And you hid something like this from me all this time? What if the Grand Priest or Zeno-sama knew he was here? If they find out we are hiding a time-meddling criminal, they'll erase us before the tournament even begins. Whis closes his eyes and smiles serenely. The Grand Priest sees everything in existence, Beerus-sama, and his silence implies his consent. As for Zeno-sama, as long as this angelic dimension is closed, this entity does not exist. Universe 7 is the responsibility I was tasked to nurture, and sometimes protecting the universe requires holding on to forbidden playing cards. Beerus grits his teeth, highly stressed. And what good is this forbidden card of yours now? How can we trust a psychopath like him to be the 10th fighter and save us from erasure? Beerus-sama, we are in real trouble. Majin Buu is asleep, and if we don't complete the team with 10 fighters, we will be disqualified before we even start. We are forced to take this risk. Black, who was listening silently with his head down, twitches his eyebrows slightly upon hearing the words tournament, universe erasure, and 10th fighter. He raises his head very slowly, closes his eyes, and laughs softly. What a delightful irony of fate. The 7th universe stands on the brink of oblivion, and you come to my prison begging me to be your fighter? So even the great lords of destruction tremble in fear of erasure, just like miserable mortals. Vegeta points his hand at Black, the blue aura flaring aggressively. Have you lost your mind, Whis? You want us to fight side by side with this lunatic? I'll kill him right here and now before he betrays us. Goku puts his hand firmly on Vegeta's shoulder to stop him. Stop, Vegeta. He's right. We need his power. You will come with us. You will fight for Universe 7. And if you try any treachery, I will kill you myself. The angelic chains disappear around Black by Whis' command. He stands up slowly, dusting off his black clothes calmly as his gaze sharpens. Fight for you? Don't misunderstand, son Goku. I am going to watch the pride of all universes crumble beneath my feet. I will turn your tournament into an execution ground. In the Null Realm arena, the stands are filled with gods of destruction and angels. With a massive flash, the Universe 7 team appears on the arena floor. Everyone is standing together in fighting stances, except for one person standing in the back, slightly turned away with his arms crossed. Upon his appearance, movement in the arena stops for a second. The fighters from other universes look shocked. Topo from Universe 11 is sweating, his eyes wide behind his mustache. In the stands, the gods of destruction whisper in terror. What is this sick energy radiating from the 7th universe? It's the energy of a god, but tainted with pure darkness. Topo clenches his fist in anger. Pure evil. This entity should not exist in a sacred arena like this. Jiren, who had been standing with his eyes closed the entire time, suddenly snaps his eyes open. His piercing gaze cuts across the arena to lock directly with Goku Black's eyes. Black notices Jiren's piercing stare, tilts his head slightly, and gives him a freezing, blatantly defiant smile. The Grand Priest floats in the middle of the space above the arena, smiling a mysterious smile as if he is enjoying this absolute chaos. He raises his right hand high. Warriors from all universes, the time has come. For the sake of survival, let the Tournament of Power begin.